Hello. Today we'll be studying about the Wilson's vision of public administration, how Wilson viewed the public administration, and how he was recognized as the father of public administration. He is known as the father of public administration. So, Wilson wrote a very important essay in 1887 known as The Science of Administration. This was a landmark publication by Wilson. There were also earlier efforts by Kautilya in the form of Arthashastra and by Confucius and his philosophy. Kautilya's Arthashastra is very much rich in content. It is nowhere comparable to the Science of Administration essay written by Woodrow Wilson. But what is the important fact to notice here that Wilson's effort was recognized by taking him as the father of public administration. It is not because of the content of the article, it is not because of this content, no, because Arthashastra was already present earlier and it was very elaborate and rich in content. If you ever read the thinker section, you will have to read about it. We will come to that later. He was not recognized, it is not the content the article that matters, but it was the impact of the article that is important. Wilson's article was able, this Science of Administration article was able to initiate a sustained interest among the scholars of the administration and political science to take up the study of government in action seriously. This was the starting point where people started to notice that there is a need of study in the field of government in action. So everything started with this essay. Everything started with this essay. So there are few contributions by Wilson. They can be categorized in 5 categories. So we'll study about them. Firstly, there is the science of administration. He believed that the administration is a science. He believed administration is a science, and science is very systematic and a disciplined study of knowledge. He believed that administration is like a proper department of science. Second reason, the contribution is he witnessed how the public administration was late in emergence, because by the time public administration emerged, it was similar departments like political science had a huge history and a huge database with them. But what happened with public administration that led it for its late emergence? Uh, Administration, as I have previously said, is the most visible part of the government. So the reasons of late emergence has 3 more reasons. They are: the public administration has moved through 3 stages. These stages are: number 1, the period of absolute rule. This was a period when the chiefs and the heads had no limitations in power. The chief had the absolute power, and it was known as the period of absolute power. The position of the state was that it was kind of a police state. What is a police state? The state where the major concerns are defense, related to defense, security, and collection of taxes. This is the characteristic of a police state. Secondly, there is constitutionalism. This is the period where government had limited role and people had limited powers. So this was a improvement over the period of absolute rule, but it was just the beginning period, the initial phase. But in this phase, the role of executive, legislature, and judiciary were somewhat defined. And this is also the phase where the people started slowly gaining control. Control in the sense that they had some say, they had some rights. This is the beginning of this period. Thirdly, there was the period of popular rule. This is the period where people became citizens. So this is the landmark time. People became citizens from being subjects. Earlier, under the kings and the chiefs and the heads, they were subjects. And this is the period, from this period, they started gaining control. And when they reached the period of popular rule, people became citizens. And also, the nature of the state changed. The nature of the state has changed. Responsibilities of the state has changed. They grew by many folds, and it became more and more complex. And the state also became responsible to the people. These are the three subheadings under the reasons of late emergence of public administration. So out of the five, this is the second part. The third part is politico-administrative dichotomy. Dichotomy means difference. The notion of this part is that politics and administration are different. Administration lies outside the sphere of politics. This is a very bad diagram, but still, uh, politics is different and administration is different. So that is the main notion of this period, and this is a very important point. Wilson suggested that politics is the special province of the statesman. Politics has nothing to do with technicalities, whereas the administration is the province of the technical officer. There are some differences. Let me illustrate them to you. Politics. In politics, everything is related to formulation of policies. Political leaders like are formulating policies, and the role of administrator is implementation of those policies. Okay. Uh, they in politics they consider values like equity, balance, regional growth while formulating those policies, and the part of administrator is that they have to follow the rules and regulation while implementing those policies formulated by the politicians. This is the difference. In politics, there is recruitment by election. This is popular mandate. And in administration, the recruitment is by selection, by giving certain exams. So if it is election, there is no qualification bar. If it is selection, the entry is restricted, obviously, because there are very different kind of selection procedure. Uh, Politicians have control over bureaucracy. They have complete control over bureaucracy. And so the administrators work under the political master. And politics here deals with framing the constitution, and administration deals with implementation of the constitution. These are the major differences under the politico-administration dichotomy. So this is very important. Coming to the next point, it is the comparative study of administration. What is comparative study of administration? It is comparison between different regions. Suppose in Europe, administration was given more focus from the very beginning, and in America, the focus was on constitution, much like in India. Just because Europe had more focus on administration, the administration system of Europe was developed, and as a result, the whole area was more developed than America. And America can be said as underdeveloped in terms of administration side. So Wilson had a vision. That it is difficult to run a constitution than to frame it. He was that political masters can frame the constitution, but it is the role of administration to implement those policies. As I have already said here, it is the role of administration for policy implementation, following the rules and regulations. This is very important. He was of this vision that it is easier to frame a constitution, but it is difficult to run a constitution. So he was of the view that the lessons learned from other countries must be filtered through cultural lenses, and because we cannot directly impose a type of administration system from another country to another country, one country to another country. So it is very important to filter them through cultural lenses, to take something, leave something, and borrow these techniques. So this is the comparative study. He believed in comparative study. Yes, he observed that the American administrative features had many good features. Administrative system has many good features, but it can also borrow some features from the European administration, so it can make the American system more complete. Okay. Coming to the last part, this is business administration. The fifth part, public or business administration. Administration, much like business, does not concern with the questions of politics. It is very much different. It is like business. The concerns of business administration are economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. The business organization administration systems are concerned with these things: how to economically run the business, what is efficient, and what can be effective. So Wilson was also of the view that uh, public administration must also be concerned with these features, these values. So that is, it runs like an it takes the ethos of the business administration and makes the model better. Okay, so this is all about Wilson's vision. Thank you very much. I hope this helps.